Good evening, fellow Biafrans, men and men of goodwill and of good conscience. This is really Biafra presentation on this evening of the 10th of April 2020. We are live from London. I'm reaching you wherever you are on this planet Earth, from east to west, from the south, from the planet of the coastal regions of Biafra. We are gathering as always in the name of the Most High God, Chukwuokike, whom we depend upon in everything we do. We call upon him to descend in his majestic power, in his mighty valor, to indeed cover entire IPFI members, Biafrans all over the world, and the entire black race, wherever they are, especially those residing in China, to go before us, to go beside us, to go behind us, to continue to incapacitate our enemies, individually and collectively, to render powerless every machinations that they are plotting and projecting against us. May the pit holes that they have dug for us turn into graveyards for them, and may their camps be desolate. May they never survive it. In turn, you shall redeem the people of Biafra. You shall imbue us with strength, with courage and determination to restore this land of Biafra that we are seeking to restore, that was wrongly robbed us. We shall be partakers of this, and you shall indeed make it abundantly clear in the lives of the rest of humanity that we are your people and you are our God. Do this for us now and give us victory and take the glory. To this we say amen and amen and amen. He say. My name is Mefor. I am the deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra from Abatete. Is in Idem is no member is in Biafra land. I'm here deputizing for a great lemmas in the Colossus and the ending of our time. We are not going to waste time this evening, of course, and we are, of course, going to do a very important thing this evening, reminding ourselves of the instructions given by our leader, Mazi, for everybody to understand what are involved and we should be doing at this particular point in time. There is no intention for us to retreat, neither are we going to capitulate. We recommend that everybody downloads the last broadcast and even the one before the last one of our leader, Mazi. Listen to it very, very carefully and make sure that you adhere to the instructions. It is also very, very obvious at this particular point in time, in this hour of urgent response for all Biafrans, to recognize and appreciate what is going on now. The entire ASO Rock E-Rights are on the Facebook of our leader, Mazi. Everybody must make it a point of duty to be on that particular page, respond to every IA, every word, everything that the enemies have come with against our leader, against the indigenous people of Biafra, against Biafra restoration. Fight them by, of course, countering them, because they have seen that the contraption called Nigeria is already completely destroyed. There is confusion along the corridors of power in Aso Rock, controlled by the cabals, the Fulani, the unproductive Fulani Lord, unleashed on us, the monsters that do not know anything other than looting and sharing and plundering our commonwealth. And the most annoying and unfortunate aspect of it is that, disgraceful indeed, that the so-called political representatives from Biafra land are still knee-jerking and going cap in hand before these uneducated, even though they claim to be, before these unskilled, before these Janjaweed terror sponsoring or terror sponsor group of people under the platform of APC, unleashed on the innocent, gullible indigenous populations in that contraption called Nigeria, since more than 4 years, 5 years now, thereabouts, that they came to power through the back door, through violence. They have been continuing on their usual stocking trade, looting of the treasury, destruction of our commonwealth, nepotism, terrorism, and all manner of violence. Robbery have been elevated to the new high, and the entire so-called National Assembly of the contraption called Nigeria has no answer to give. The only people at this particular point in time who are responding as appropriate are the indigenous people of Biafra under the able leadership of Mazi. That is why they have seen us as enemies. That is why they have singled out Mazi, and they are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that they cripple him, that they make him inactive. As we are the children of light, as we have started to indeed unmask and embark on the final journey to our restoration, with reference to the homeland of Biafra that was wrongly robbed us. The final battle is here, and they are scampering for safety. Everything done by our leader Mazi must be taken seriously. That is why before you go to anywhere, go to his page, go to his Twitter handle to get the latest information, the latest direction that should be followed. If you don't do it, then you must be losing out. If he did not say anything, do not go and do that thing, because you would have been making yourself an enemy of the struggle. That is what I have tried to explain to some individuals and groups, including those who are using fake accounts. We must extend our hands of fellowship to our brothers and sisters in Biafra land who are under the yoke of these Fulani Janjaweeds, who know nothing other than to loot, to destroy lives and properties, using their terror-minded brothers and brethren, as case may be, to advance their cause. As we speak, the coronavirus pandemic, which all over the world is taken very seriously by countries and their allies and partners in the zoo called Nigeria. It is an avenue for them to loot. It is an avenue for them to steal. It is an avenue for them to victimize the people that they are supposed to be protecting. We have been saying this for quite some time and nobody is listening. Today, and as we speak, everybody is saying it, that the Fulanis are unproductive set of people. The Fulanis are the most backward of all group of people on this planet Earth. The incompetence is out of this world. All they know is violence. And they think that they have that monopoly to unleash terror on everybody. But time is coming, because they are being exposed beyond imagination. And that is why you must not take laws into your hands, because the international community is watching. Even though they are not doing anything, we must show not only that we are ready to govern ourselves, we must also demonstrate that we are a disciplined group of people, people with values, people with integrity, people with direction. We must continue to observe the social distancing and take care of our health, take care of our families, take care of our relations, be our brothers' keepers. Because if we don't do it, we would have been going or inviting these agents of death in our midst. The coronavirus epidemic, or pandemic, I should say, is real, and a number of people have been reported dead as a result of it. But what we have to do is to apply every amount of wisdom at our disposal to deal with it. And to this end, we must continue on the state and direction we've been going. The Chinese government has offered a lot of countries around the world, and especially the African countries, the opportunity that they claim that they can provide to heal the various citizens of these countries. They claim that they have what it takes to destroy, to make coronavirus that they produced, they artificially manufactured from their lab, disappear. And as you have heard, a number of conspiracy theories have advanced a number of things, including factual situations that we have watched on clips on the internet. Those who are advocating for the testing of vaccine for coronavirus on Africans, you must be very wary. Now is the time for our cross-board and all over African continent for everybody to come together and join hands together, and especially our people in different parts of African continent, in different parts of the contraption called Nigeria, those in Biafra land. They have offered to bring in their doctors and in fact medical personnel. As we speak, we have seen signs of their coming into that contraption called Nigeria. They have come with all manner of materials, including masks, including medicines and vaccines. Our people must reject all these. Very important. Our people must vehemently reject them. How are you going to reject them? If you are told to go for this, reject it. Do not go anywhere. Do not allow any foreign material given to you, mask, medicine, and all that. We don't need them, because in fact locally we can sort ourselves out. For our brothers and sisters in different parts of China, especially in Guangzhou, we extend our hands of fellowship to all of you. The problem remains that as we speak, there is not much movement. But those being evicted from their houses, from hotels where they lodged, including those who went for business there, must exercise patience. This is a diplomatic issue, and I can assure you that a number of African countries are coming together to confront the Chinese government. Something is happening. So do not get over exacerbated over what you need to do. There is racism in China. There is racism in or Asian continent. There is racism everywhere all over the world. And this opportunity, an opportunity I must say, offered by the coronavirus pandemic, has also enabled a number of dictatorial governments around the world, including communist China, the opportunity to unleash that evil passion against those that they regard as less human, the Africans. But it's not as if this racism has not been there. It is now heightened. And our people must appreciate the fact that we cannot do anything unless we come together and speak out and act out. But it will be a mistake for any one of our people to go and begin to physically attack Chinese in their various countries. It is not yet time to do anything like that. And that brings me to our leaders' broadcast. Our leader, Mazi, has not instructed anybody to begin to beat, to begin to attack, physically attack and molest the Chinese in Biafra land. What he has specifically said and what his message is all about is for you to reject all the doctors, all the medical personnel that they are sending from China, including the so-called vaccines and medicines and drugs and other equipment that they are bringing in. A number of overzealous individuals have come out to try to misinterpret and misapply what he has clearly said in the broadcast that he made to the entire world. We will not fold our hands and allow some individuals who don't want to listen to instructions to do otherwise. Very important. When the time comes for anything to be done in terms of reprisal, if the Chinese government continues, it will be announced. But as we speak, it has not been announced. Nobody has been instructed to go and attack any Chinese, especially those who are legally living in Biafra land. Very important. You don't go out of your way and take laws into your hands. Yes, our brothers and sisters are being maltreated on the streets of China, but something is being done about it. And even if we are going to do something in practical terms, physically, it is not physically attacking or molesting anybody. That instruction will come from the IPOB leadership. If you truly believe in this family, very important. And let people not begin to put things out of context. Do not misquote and do not misapply what our leader Mazi has instructed the people of Biafra to do. We must be very disciplined. We must control ourselves. We must show the entire world, the entire humanity, that we are ready to govern ourselves. Very important. The Chinese government shall be put to shame. Their diplomats around the world shall be put to shame because of their discriminatory and selective treatment against Africans. Already they are feeling the hate. So let no one go out of their way and take laws into their hands. There are channels, diplomatic and otherwise, through which this issue will be treated. Already the whole world is taking notice. And therefore, our people must queue behind our leader Mazi. Do not quote him out of context and do not misapply his instructions. This is a very strict instruction that he has given, but devoid of anything that is out of place. Only apply passive resistance. Withdraw yourself from the support, the so-called support that is coming from China. Withdraw yourself from any medical assistance from China, of course, being fronted by the Nigerian Janjaweed government. Simple as that. And for those who are saying something that Mefor's account is hacked and all that, my account is not hacked, for avoidance of doubt, but people who want to prove otherwise are trying to be wiser than Solomon. This Radio Biafra representation, we must remain resolute. We must remain very, very committed to discourse, and together with every amount of support expected from each and every one of us, our leader Mazi and Kanisha ushers into the land of Biafra. The number to call is +447405964146 +447405964146. I will take a few calls and of course call it a night. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi is going to address the entire Biafrans and of course the whole world on Sunday the 12th of April 2020. We'll be back in a minute.
Over the world, elected. Biafra is the only God that is restoring Biafra. No other God except him. And he is restoring Biafra through the only man on this planet Earth that has spoken the truth that the whole world refuses to speak, which is Jajam Bekano Odirogubo Kita Yawuro Yawuro Madi Abere Yusi. Nano Ayaba Bedebo China Negi Ayaba Bedebo Nano Kwon Ejoku. Jajam Bekano have done the world upside down. Dara. And Biafra listen. We are ancient people, and we are restoring back our ancient glory. Nothing anybody on this planet Earth can do about it. And we all know body, no apology, nobody, because we are God. And all the enemies of God, both inside our house and outside, no matter who you are, let's say, you have now to the 20th of June display that we are in gratitude. Let us see you, Dara. And Biafra, the only thing we have now is to make sure that any statement our leader said any moment from now, make sure you take to aid. We are going home. We are still strong. I love you as a father. I respect you. I'm a Biafra. I'm not an American, not an Hausa. Either am I Yoruba. I am a Biafra. By name, okay. Okay. He said, I will never say another God. And if you, because of your arrest, remember what he did during the time of the arrest, what he did to make men. That strength is still in you. The only thing that will give your name eternity, remember, is to restore Biafra. Otherwise, China, you have dared Biafra. You are coming in to eliminate us in our own land. And Biafra is all over the world. That is the man. See, Ezekiel chapter 39. Ezekiel chapter 39, take it. And Ezekiel chapter 40, that temple must be built. Who are you to say that Biafra is a spiritual land where all the angels of the Most High are dwelling? unu mana amaju ahana ya amaju unu na-ekiri ihe unu na-ekiri amaju ahana ya standby every ngwure eke ogbugbu ọkpụ ekete nku ekete nsumesu ekete amaju ọha agbara njapa agbara nwangele ori mmiri ọgbara anyanwụ ọnwa kpakpando ntupu unu niile akọmụnụ na-agbagele n'ekwanụ mọ nke ya onye ọbụla si Biafra gị tabịa ọ ga-agata n'ala nọrọ mma nke anụ tupu okike abịa na Biafra that he is going to use all his creation to fight for us because we are his children, he loves us. That is why we bear his name, no other name than the name of the most precious God, Chineke nke eluigwe. Ụmụ Chineke biko ka anyị laba so na anyị tukwo ndị ohere ihe kedo biko onye ọbụla nọkwa achụ ọkwadede na mbikalu jukwulo maka nọkwa ndị kọmanda kontrol ala na-ekwukwu okwu ọ na-akọla ihe ugbo a na-asị narakwa ụlọ alụ ihe niile ala dịkwa ndụ ọkwa n'ala ihe mmadụ mere kwa aka n'ala ọ bụ kele ma ọkwa nke nwere maka ụrụ sowe osisi ihe anyị na-enye nri tọnda mapụ dedu Mefor biko ka mepere iwu ekele ihu m.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh yeah, Biafra. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra presentation. Once again, I want to make it abundantly clear there are some people who are actually going out of their way, saying all manner of things. I don't know if you don't understand English. I will repeat it and I will speak it in Igbo. Igbo is my dialect of Biafra. I don't speak any other. But I will speak in English. Once again, I said, and I am explaining our leader's instruction, the leader of Indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi and the Kanu's instruction. He did not tell you to go and begin to attack Chinese, contrary to what some people are saying and what they are propagating. These are people who are either not listening or are enemies of the struggle. And I said, and I repeat, that you should run away while the Chinese also, especially their doctors and the other medical officers that the zoo called Nigeria has imported to come and administer vaccine. Do not accept the vaccine, reject them, run away from it. Very important. While the Chinese doctors, my nurses, and whoever also ejekwana gba vaccine ha ji wee bata obodo Biafra ma obodo Nigeria gbaa ọsọ ịgbakwana ọgwụ ahụ. Do not submit yourself for that vaccine to be administered on you. I don't know how else I'm going to put it. But this time around, you also have to watch out, because there is now alarm raised over the Chinese doctors or medical team in that contraption called Nigeria, and even in Biafra land. You can see some zoo doctors or medical officers now fronting them. Instead of those doctors from China to administer this thing, you can now see your own fellow brothers and sisters coming to administer this vaccine. One mama gị one papa gị nwere ike ịbụ nne gị, nwere ike ịbụ nna gị. Ha bịazịa kama ndị Chinese ga-ewerezie ha agbazia gị ọgwụ ọ bụrụzie ha ma ga-agbawa gị ọgwụ ka ọ wee dị ka ya sị unu ekwetakwa na. Let nobody accept any vaccine or any injection being administered as a result of coronavirus, because 90% of those vaccines are from China, and these people do not think anything good for us, only reject their medical assistance and what they have come with. Do not go about molesting or attacking anybody, any Chinese or whatever. There are some legitimate ones who have come and been working in Biafra and different parts. As long as they are legal And they have not come with bad intention. They have not come to destroy or harm us. It is the responsibility of the authorities to take any action against them. But of course, do not allow anything evil to be covered. If you see it, expose it. Very important. Can you hear me? Caller on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Yeah.
Thank you for holding.
Good evening from here. Pleasure having you today, my beloved brother. This is your brother, Wajai Miskant, okay, from Warsaw, Poland. I hear from Omaka still remains in all the province of Biafra land. My beloved brother, I appreciate you for what you are doing for your motherland. Today, what I'm praying for Onyano, we are here in Europe, we are doing it, and we must restore Biafra together. I appreciate your beloved brother. Your beloved brother. I want to members who should praise on your chin. Mazi OTPL the Obodo. I not your members. People are that, but honorable after my brother, I need learn in here, and our beloved brothers in Biafra land, hardcore Biafran, fanatical Biafra, defending your motherland. That is where our obliquant God is buried. And that is where all of us will be buried. Not in Daura, not in Sokoto, not in anybody. In Biafra land. People all of you. Don't be discouraged. When we talk about these people, this stooge they put in Imo State and every other place in Biafra land, people seem not to understand. And when we talk about to look at that, this idiot in Imo State, where I come from, has signed Ndaba and all the province for Ruga. People don't seem to understand. Today, Mazi, he sent this to ginger weed to our minority east. And when they were there, they was confronted. He said that he sent them. He has no hand. And I think, I don't know, maybe if he deems it necessary, we can give the name of the telephone number that is online. Biafrans, we have to call Kenya. We have a VIP statement of IPOB because that man has not. He has. Mazi, remember he installed Emir in Imo State.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I'm happy you are aware of this, and the number is available, 100% available, and we can never run away from that place because this is our land and we must defend it because they stole our mandate and gave this idiot. He paid 250 billion. Now, go the honor the but we can never accept it. We Mazi Allah, we cannot accept it. We Biafrans, we Immolites, we cannot accept it. We will get to the end of that matter. Mazi, outside that, we will see to encourage our brothers. Mazi, when we say repressor, Mazi, what we do, we ginger our people. Mazi, the whole thing that came today, 3 of them are in Imo State. Rogers has picked this idiot, 3 medical personnel, they have arrived the same Imo State. And the goods they brought from China that is in Abuja, they have shifted most of them in Imo State. We have record. You know, we as White House, whatever he said, the director say is a gospel. We don't lie. In case on your chat by Ebola, we answer that person. We have the evidences. But all the same, we still to encourage our people, our hardcore in Biafra land, to resist whatever they are bringing to Biafra land. And equally, we want them. Although they are useless experts, they say they brought. Let them keep them in their own territory. They know that we are not together with them. When they have an idea, Biafrans, my body to hold on what everything I on the I can go back and think of what I carry. They have 12 sets of Sharia in their place, but we cannot form our own. Are they Yoruba found their own? They have no right. They have no right to be in the Biafra land. Biafra in Biafra land, we are still to encourage them to resist whatever they give them. My rights, one they pretend to buy. They have their rights. Can when the name over there, I have a phone. I can able, but since 1967 till now, I suffered a kwashoko. That's why it's failing me, and I'll do everything to make sure I fight to the last man standing until Biafra is restored. Biafrans, I thank God that the leadership of IPOBs, they know what they are doing, and there are incentives for all of you. Like Hotsa, just remain resolute.
Thank you.
Will keep you, no? You see, my brother, we are together here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
God bless. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is what the Biafra presentation. Of course, we are not retiring. We are not retreating. We are not going to capitulate. Anything evil in Biafra must be exposed, and the collective action will be taken at the appropriate time. Can you hear me, caller or messenger? I don't know whether it's Pastor Wise. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. This is Pastor Wise from the Kingdom of Cambodia. I am saying good morning from here. And I'm saying happy Easter in advance, though we are celebrating our Passover as well. And I don't have much things to say, just that I want to report something very important to us, because our listening device is like, I don't know, it's messing up since some few days now.
Do you mean it's still the same as I speak?
Yes.
What is happening? What exactly is that?
The radio app is a kind of is pumping, that is coming and going, it's not steady. But the Facebook Live is very clear, it's crystal clear. The app, especially tuning is not functioning properly, and the RPL word, so it's not functioning properly. Two of them, even RPL is not speaking, it's not talking as I'm speaking to you. It's not talking. Then the tuning is coming in and going, just flash and go back, flash and go back.
All right. We'll look into that. We will look into that. I've been told about this that it started since is it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Our leader.
Yeah, we're going to look into that. We will look into that, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bless you too. Thank you. This is where there will be a full presentation. Of course, the complaints by our people will be looked into. But I must say that the problem is not from this platform, because we are streaming very well. I will go to Lena. Can you hear me? Caller on the phone. Caller for United Kingdom. Thank you for holding. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi. Thank you very much. Mazi Mefor. My name is Mazi Kadibia Okori. And Kadibia Okori is calling you from Nottingham here. Mazi,
thank you very much.
Our brother have just said what I wanted to tell you too, because it's becoming so. It's making our radio to be, cannot be able to enjoy it. It's just every 2 seconds, every 3 seconds, it's happening. And I investigated and I checked that on Facebook it's very, very clear. But on the radio, especially I do watch with, I do listen with simple radio. So
as you're speaking, I want to try it and see how it is, because this is becoming an issue, honestly.
Yeah, even all the reputation of Martin Americanos, this morning when I was going on my walk, I couldn't enjoy the radio at all. So it's just coming out.
So are you saying that it comes and goes? Because I just listened to it now.
It comes and goes. It comes. Even when you were playing music before you started, it's happening in the music too. It comes. You hear one thing, it calls. You not hear. You will hear again.
My goodness.
It's interrupting.
Okay, we will look into it. We will look into it.
Okay, Mazi. I said, there's nobody like you. Nnamdi Kanu said it. So, my prayer is that you will see Biafra.
You said, Magiwa, everybody is doing something, my brother.
In Biafra. That is, I don't know, there was a time people used to say, there will be a time Biafra will be saying, Uche Mefor Epukwanozo. Family.
He said, Magiwa, my everybody.
My prayer is that everybody in this struggle must enjoy Biafra, even if no matter how small, you must enjoy Biafra. We that saw the war know what you are doing. It's not easy. There is nobody in the, let me say, in the Igbo land, so to avoid joining other Biafran side that I don't know, that will do what you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done. And it's by the grace of God that who created you too, that made this thing, that made that Biafra is going to come. And Biafra is going to come. I said it all the time in radio. I dreamt that Nnamdi Kanu will come out when my wife was crying. I dreamt that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out without police or army releasing him. And he came out without army releasing him. I'm saying not when after the Operation Python dance, when we didn't know when Nnamdi Kanu. I dreamt it and I called my wife and said, Nnamdi Kanu will come out. And his coming out is the restoration of Biafra. So let our people be sure that Biafra is going to come. My dream is not joke. The same thing when I talk about Trump, I saw Omar Gigi Trump about 7 months ago, and I said it in the Radio Biafra, that Trump is going to have some kind of shaking. But by the grace of God, he will come out. And he
no matter what, the wave will come, the turbulence will come, but in the end, we shall emerge victorious. And I thank you for that word of encouragement. May the Most High God bless you and family, and the family of IPOB in United Kingdom and all over the world. It shall be well with you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is with the Biafra presentation. I'm going to the messenger once again to bring in one of us. Mazi, can you hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, sir. May the Almighty God bless our Onyendu.
You say?
And protect him.
You say?
Show him the way that he will use to bring this Biafra to us. Be in front of him, be behind him. Anywhere he's going.
You say?
May he continue to be in front of him. And I will ask the Ekekelowa, the Almighty Living God, to guide you, Mazi Mefor.
He said, and you too.
I call you One Man Riot Squad, and I know the reason why I call you One Man Riot Squad. May the Almighty God bless all IPOB.
He said,
especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land, even the ones in diaspora. Whatever substance they are bringing to use in doing all that we are doing, may the Almighty God sustain them.
He said.
All these things I say in Jesus' name.
He said.
Mazi, may God continue to bless you guys. What you guys are doing is wonderful, especially our Hindu, exposing the exposables.
Yes.
He has exposed these people to the level that now they don't even know their right from their left. Now we know that Jubri is in 3 forms, especially Buhari is in 3 forms, and we know one has a long, what's it called, long chain. The other one has is fair more than the one that is in the office before. So we all know this. If you take your time and look at the pictures very well, you will see the differences. They cannot hide the truth from Biafrans. So, but
everything hidden will come out in the open.
Of course, it will take but time. It will come out, and nobody can stop it from coming out. May the Almighty God continue to bless you guys. Because if
and you too, Ichiezoku, and everybody. Everybody is doing something in this struggle. Nobody is discounted.
Everybody important that this struggle, especially those ones in Biafra land. So we thank them, and we will continue to do our best to make sure that everything falls in place.
Thank you.
Mazi, I thank you so much. I know other people want to call in.
Thank you very much. God bless you, Chiezoku. God bless your family. Thank you.
Yeah,
much appreciated. Thank you very much. Next call on the phone. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Call on the phone.
Uncle Mefor, this is the only miscreant of the century and also the 18th of the season.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the program.
Maybe you have forgotten your holy name. Again, the near. Again, you can't go away from my presence because I will just hold you down, and all my sickness will disappear. And when the mother, yeah.
Ganiru.
This is another day in my life that I will never forget. Sir, you were making a statement to remind us not to go away from the instruction given to a leader. Sir, except you people have forgotten the children you have done this way. Even down deep in the womb of any pregnant mother that have the blood of a Biafran, the child will not go against the instruction. We are so spiritually inclined with the things of the heaven. We cannot go away. Okay, come to think of it, how can we venture attacking the Chinese, who are, should I call, the host of this virus that is killing people? We can't come closer to them because we don't want to get contaminated, because there is a joyful moment, a joyful place that is awaiting for us sooner or soonest, which is the restoration of Biafra that has been here with us. So we can't go astray. We can't, falter our resolute. No, we can't. So don't get scared. Don't think we are disobeying people. No, we can't. Except there are some Ifulefu who form the cartels to go out there and in the name of dating our integrity. It can work because we are resolute, sir. So on that stage, let's forget it. The only thing that made me to call you today is this. I just want to know if you will help me to ask Onyendu, or maybe in your own jurisdiction, for you people to detail more on this G8, G5 that they are bringing in down here. I think I remember when
on what?
Is on the this worthless 419 G5 they are trying to bring in down here in Biafra land, because I overheard our leaders telling us about one of the advantage, which we don't even need it. about that it's going to affect a wireless driving, car driving. I don't know how he put that, but I just wanted you to let us know, because I've been engaging in an argument, and I love listening to you people when you give me points to bring those idiots down to this area who does not know what it takes.
You would have listened to our leader's podcast, the one before the last one. He said what should be done in specific terms, and simple as that. The summary of what he is saying, or he was saying, remains that there is concern about 5G network across board all over the world. However, before it will be implemented in Biafra land, we have to make sure of the clean bill of health that he has, something like that. You need to go and listen to the broadcast.
Okay, sir.
Some people have also gone on Facebook and started saying all manner of things, imputing and putting things out of context. Our leader's statement on 5G technology is conditional upon it being certified that it is not going to harm our people. That was just the head and tail of the instruction he has given on that. But it is also very important that you go and listen to it.
Okay. Well, to those who goes around criticizing against us, I think, like Mazi will tell us, he will tell you that these are their ministry, that they are fulfilling their ministry, their call on earth. So, but they can't stop us going to where we're going. 7 steps ahead of them, I will always quote you. But, sir, let me ask quickly. If there is a particular, how do we call it, our mask, or I don't know how to put it, that has a challenge in any of the states, will it affect or intercept, like people have been calling in to let you know that you are being distorted somehow at interval while we listening over from this way? What I'm saying is that if, let's assume in New Gocha we have a challenge, maybe one of our mask is fell down or is being affected by
let me just answer you quickly. The point is, the issue from what I have seen already is not about masks, it's not about any other thing. The problem must be from the source, not necessarily from us, but from our streaming company, and we are going to engage them. So until we have actually engaged them and find out what actually is happening, we will not be able to say conclusively what needs to be done in terms of the question you're asking me. At the moment, I don't think the problem is from Igbo or from any other place, except when our FM station or where it is not functioning at all. So we will crave the indulgence of our people to wait. I will personally go into making an inquiry as to what is going on regarding the breakage of transmission from our platform. That answer will be provided from the source, not from Biafra land.
The last thing
you need to be prompt and answer ask the question you need to have, because people are waiting.
Okay, let me finish up this. I'm ending it up. So this friend of mine, he was trying to show me a video that was made up by the son of Adekunle, who the red scorpion, the Adekunle the scorpion in those 66 and 67 days, those who fought us. So he was trying to let me see that the guy has come back on air to let the whole world know that the only way to trample against the women and the houses is to go through chemical and fight. But if you want to engage them in gun and bullet, that you cannot win the battle. And when he tried to show me the video, he now began to shout. He said, no, they have removed it from his wall. That he just saw it a few minutes ago. He read about it and wanted to download it. Now he wants to show it to me. Before you know it, they have taken it off. So I begin to laugh. I said, but we have been telling you that these people are hacking our leaders' social medias and our deputies' social media. But you people are not believing it. Now you have seen it by yourself. They have done it to you, which they knew that is a good evidence to track them down and let them know that they are just deceiving the nation called Nigeria. That is the only thing I just want to say. Thank you so much, and bye from here, sir. Bye.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is the Biafra presentation. We are moving forward. Musa government in charge. Our people are asking a lot of questions regarding the 5G technology based on our leaders' direct broadcasts of the last few days. We will ask you, because it's very important, that you go to our leaders page and get the instruction as it is. Very important. You would have listened to the broadcast and then coming here to begin to ask me the question again amounts to, I don't know what you want me. Do you want me to give a different instruction or what? The broadcast is there, but I have told you what it is in the real sense of it, from my own estimation. Very important. Can you hear me? Caller on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, my brother Mazi Mefor. This is your main man, calling from in Bende local government. Bende local government under Umwaya province in the heart of Biafra land. Like the previous scholars have said, I still want to make the same complaint. Our FM radio since afternoon has been breaking in intermittently, even up till now.
Yeah.
So we do not just do your teachings, So that's a complaint, like other people have said. But I just want you to know this since afternoon, this our FM radio have been doing the up till now. So maybe our engineers will look into the matter and see exactly what is.
Okay.
Then thank you, sir. My own personal opinion why this Chinese landed their doctors here by force, because this is actually landing their doctors here by force, is because the Buhari or Jubril, as they call him, have so much borrowed money from China. And the Chinese government have now suddenly realized that the zoo cannot successfully pay back this money. So they started by sending their doctors here, claim that they were going to take care of the engineers who has been working in the zoo. And none of them today have...
They are sending their doctors, but they are sending our people out on the street.
And they are sending our people away from their...
But of course, we are going to tackle all those. But it has to be in a very diplomatic and professional manner, for avoidance of doubt.
Our leader have taught us not to be violent. We always follow them diplomatically, and we shall surely win them. Now, as I was saying, the engineers that have been working in the zoo country for how many years, none of them up to today have complained of contracting this coronavirus. Why are they now sending their doctors to come and treat people who have not complained about the sickness? And then you see, like now that the Nigerian Medical Association have rejected them, and most Nigerians have been speaking out, you will see probably by next week or so, the same Chinese government will send their soldiers here to come and guide these doctors.
So because it's just like, because they are coming to their property, the money that they have lent to Nigeria, they are going to claim it by all means, by probably bringing poisonous I don't know.
Poison
But the point
so
is, the best approach is to publicly reject them. Do not make yourself available. Do not allow anybody to force you to take any vaccine. We are not going to accept it. Very important. They have
told us that
this mass action, that is synonymous with this Biafra restoration project, non-violent approach, aggressive non-violent approach, is very effective. It is more efficacious. It is more effective than bullets and guns, if it is done in a collective way. Very important.
Very fine, sir. We have been non-violent for how many years? So we will not start being violent today because Chinese doctors are here. No. Our leader instructed us to reject their treatment, both their vaccine, equipment, everything. We will never touch them. If we see them on the road, we greet them, but we will reject whatever they bring. We have not been violent, and we cannot start today to be violent. So what I'm saying is that the Chinese are gradually, whether we like it or not, taking over this country because we cannot pay back all these loans we have been collecting. That's what
of course, everybody in that contraption called Nigeria is owing Chinese at the end of the day.
Everybody is owing Chinese.
They've come to take their property. But of course, we are going to resist
them. They will
them.
not take Biafra land. They will not take Biafra land. That's just what we know. Thank you for allowing me to talk today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and God bless you. Of course, we begin to wind down in no time. One more call, and I'll begin to wind down because our people really before our service will be coming in no time. This is really before the presentation. In fact, we begin to do so without wasting any much time. Final reminder: do not allow any Chinese product, especially the medical equipments that they have brought into the contraption called Nigeria, to be used on you. Do not make yourself available for all those vaccinations and injections, and the sophisticated trick and sophistry the Nigerian government is going to practice now or apply. It will be to use our own brothers and sisters in the medical field to administer these vaccines, these injections from China. And therefore, everybody must be very, very careful. By the special grace of God, the coronavirus pandemic will not affect our people. Everybody must be at alert, be hygienic more than ever before. Take seriously your hygiene culture. Instead of taking any mask given to you from the hospital, of course it's from China, go and improvise. You can sew your own, you can use your own clothes, and of course improvise for your own betterment, for your own safety. Do not take anything that they are supplying from to you from outside. All these tomatoes, rice and all that from northern part of the contraption called Nigeria, you must be very careful. Very important, because this is the time the enemies are going to do everything humanly possible to destroy their enemies. Of course, the most hated people in that contraption called Nigeria remain the Biafrans. And therefore, do not allow yourself to be destroyed by making yourself available. Once again, listen to our leaders' broadcast. Go and download it. Listen to it, especially the last two broadcasts. Listen to it over and over again. Go to our leaders' page, Mazi, and read the instructions, read the posts that he is making or posting or is putting out to the public. More importantly, make sure that you confront anybody, the Aso Rock E-Rats that are coming to make cynical comments on the page of our leader, Mazi. Give it to them back. and do not hesitate. Very important. We advise our people to stay safe by observing the health warnings. And it is also important that those who are able financially should help others in Biafra land. Those of our brothers who are donating to the zoo government must now have a rethink and help the vulnerable masses in Biafra land. Once again, we urge you to remain focused and resolute. Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime. We thank our principal officers, we thank individual IPFI members and Biafrans and friends of Biafra from around the world and in fact and indeed in Biafra land for their resoluteness, for their commitment to duty. Together we shall restore Biafra. From me from here, this is sincerely Mefor, as always imploring the Most High God to continue to renew us, continue to revive us, and more importantly, to give us every enablement to restore Biafra. Good night, and God bless.